I want you to move in with me. Hearing him, you choked on the soup in your mouth. What do you mean? I know you're looking for a place to live, and I can offer you a perfect option. Hearing him, you frowned. Living with you is a perfect option? It's close to work and you don't have to pay anything. But you're concerned about your relationship with him and about your work. You don't trust me, do you? It's not that I don't trust you. If it makes you feel better, you can just do some housework as payment. He tells cutting you off, although I did prefer if you just took up on my offer for free. He ended with a wink and a playful smirk on his lips. You like the gesture, but your relationship is getting more and more complicated, Jimin. You paused thinking how to say it. What will that mean for us? For now, it just means that you have a place to live. We will figure everything else out later. You take a deep breath, trying to process the information. Give me some time. Of course, I don't want to push you into anything. Thank you. Here, you are standing in Jimmy's living room. While workers, he hired carry boxes with your belongings. Your landlord visited you the day after the incident. He asked you to move out within a few days. Jimmy's offer was the only good option, so you had no choice but to accept. This is your room. Jimmy waves at the open door with down the hallway. I hope it's alright. I doubt I will stay here for long, only until I find a better option, so no need for me to be picky. You can stay here as long as you want. I want to stay here forever, but you know it's quite impossible. Hiding your inner thoughts, you thanked him. Your apartment is fantastic, and in your mind, you admire the man living here more. But I'm not going to abuse your hospitality. Believe me, I don't mind. I'm barely home. I am either at the office or outside the city. So I'm not going to see you often. Is the disappointment I hear in your voice? He's quick enough to read your mind. Hiding your true feelings with a smile, you reply, just curiosity. Right now, my schedule is not tough, so I will be home more than usual. Your inside cleans thinking of all the time you will be spending with the man in front of you. It's like a dream, a very wicked, torturous dream. A worker notifies you that all your boxes are now in your room and their job is done. Jimin follows the workers to the entrance door while you make your way towards your new bedroom. This place is way better than I could ever afford. You take in the beautiful room with an amazing view. How will I ever be able to leave this place? It's too perfect. Jimin enters the room leaning on the doorframe. Is that all your stuff? You look at the four boxes scattered around the room. It is, all my stuff is in here. It's mostly just personal stuff and clothes. Do you need help unpacking? No, no, it's fine. I can do it myself. You answered, giving a shy, awkward smile. Are you afraid of me finding something personal? He asked with a smile, teasing you. It's not. Your cheeks getting warm. He chuckles and you realize he's just joking around. It's nice to have him around like this. It feels different. It's not about work or just I can handle it on my own. Alright, call me if you need anything. He leaves, saying that. You spend the next hour putting everything in its place until you hear the phone from the living room buzzing. And a minute later, Jimmy enters your room and catches you unpacking your laundry. His gaze falls on the tiny piece of clothing you have in your hands. You watch as his Adam's apple bobs before it flows to your cheeks. You are too shocked to react at the moment. Jimin takes a deep breath as his eyes focus on yours. He is trying to clear his mind. Finally, he spoke. Dinner is here. Great, I'm starving. You follow Jimin out of the room to the kitchen, where a delicious dinner is already waiting for you. Wow, I feel like I'm at a restaurant, you exclaim, being surprised seeing the meal. You look around, the table is full of exquisite food, candles lit up and dim room, and slow music is playing on the background, creating a romantic atmosphere. I ordered food from Delicious and wait, isn't that the fanciest restaurant in Seoul? You cut him off in the middle. I can't believe you simply ordered from there. The food there is delicious, so why not? He replied casually. What do you think about wine? The restaurant sent a complimentary bottle. Sounds perfect. You will love it. You take a bite of the delicious food while Jimin pours you a drink. This food. No, not only this food, but this place. What's happening right now is too good to be true. I don't belong here. This is not my life. Jimin notices the concerned look on your face. What are you thinking about? Are we making a mistake? Don't overthink everything. It might only last a few days, maybe a month, maybe a year. Right, but I can't live here for free. What do you want me to do as a payment? Nothing, Ryan. I insist I will clean. Okay, I will let my housekeeper know. He agrees with you, knowing that he can't win against you. Now that that is done, can we move on to a more pleasant topic? Like what? Tell me about your dreams, your goals, anything that makes you happy. Happiness is a very abstract thing. Tell me what your biggest dream is, what you want the most. Becoming one of the best marketers in the country or in the world? That's a nice goal. What about you? What makes you happy? I'm not sure anymore. A pain, a loneliness clear in his voice. It seems like you have everything. But none of it makes me happy. You see insecurity in his eyes. He trusts you enough to show his true feelings and it warms your heart. One day you will find your happiness, Jimin. You try to console him. He holds your gaze for a couple of seconds before whispering, Yeah. You fall in a comfortable silence. You realize that you like sitting with Jimin like that. Time goes by fast, and before you know it's already late. I guess it's time to go to sleep, Jimin says, breaking the silence. Good night, Jimin. Good night, Ryan. Once inside, you changed your dress, getting ready for sleep. Will I ever get used to this? Sleeping in such a luxurious place, having dinner with Jimin, then breakfast in the morning? Unknown fear crept in you, the fear of losing what is happening, the fear that this all is a dream and you will wake up, the fear of losing yourself in this forbidden love. While thinking all this, you fall asleep. The next morning, you wake up and head towards the kitchen. You find Jimin in the kitchen with breakfast ready. Good morning. Good morning. You wish him back with a sly smile. I wanted to ask you about something. Sure, go on. I wanted to ask about our mornings. I thought about it. I love coming to the office a few minutes late after everyone is already there. You love showing your power, don't you? You joked. And I know you love it. I prefer your tender side. Jimin sends you a smile before his face turns serious. I guess you did better leave at least 10 minutes earlier. Alright, this place is way closer to the office than my old apartment. Soon you won't be able to leave it. That's what scares me. You arrive to the office early. None of the interns are there yet. I still need to explain everything to Lilia and Jack. It took me forever to reassure them that I didn't need help moving out yesterday, but they could sense that something was wrong. You take a deep breath and walk up to your table. I will deal with Lily and Jack later. Now I need to finish the project that is due today. My first big project as a part of Power Corporation. You turn on your computer and open the file with the project, but the folder is completely empty. What the hell? You frantically search your computer for a trace of your files. Someone deleted all my files. It doesn't look like some system crash. Somebody did it, but who? Anyway, if I don't get the files back, Veronica is gonna kill me. You don't notice when Jack shows up behind you. Is everything alright? Jack asked, being concerned. Jack, you startled me. I'm sorry, but are you alright? No, I'm in trouble. What happened? His voice full of concern. The work I was supposed to present today got deleted. You take a deep breath, raising your gaze from computer when your eyes collide with Emma's. She sends you a sly smile. This must be Emma. There is no one else who is cunning and enough to do that. I can try to help, Jack spoke, breaking your thoughts. Huh? I can try to restore the files. Emma nears you, taking a glance at your computer. Problems? There can never be a problem greater than you replied confidently. Emma rolls her eyes. You revert your eyes to computer. She thinks she is the only smart one here. She still didn't see my skills with computers. I would like to wipe the smile from Emma's face when she sees that what she did to me had no effect. You do some coding and typed something with a great speed. Emma kept glancing at you from time to time, not knowing exactly what you're doing. You continue your work for about 5 minutes and finally it's done. You are successful in retrieving the files. After retrieving, you let a satisfactory sigh and turned towards Emma and gave her a teasing smirk, telling how miserably she failed in her plans. She walks up to you and gets shocked to see the files, but she immediately corrects her composure. Your smile widens seeing her reaction. I'm really sorry, Emma, you failed again. How can you walk so carelessly? Should be more careful while doing your work from the next time. You gave her an innocent look with a cute pout. Your reaction is like a fuel in the fire and she storms out. You laughed out loudly, which you are controlling from a long time. You enter Jimin's penthouse, but there is no sign of him. You head to your room. Taking out more comfortable clothes, you head to bathroom to get fresh. Getting in the tub, as the warm water touches your skin, you instantly feel relaxed after a long day. You close your eyes and your mind is playing all that happened just in a few weeks and how everything suddenly changed. Jimin makes me feel the way I've never felt before. I feel beautiful, attractive, desired. But why the man who makes me feel this way is the man who I shouldn't fall for? You hear the main door open, notifying Jimin's arrival. You quickly get out of the bathtub and get yourself dressed, going to the living room to meet him. Hey Rumi, it's nice seeing you as you come out to meet me. I didn't think I would enjoy having a girl around, he said with a beautiful soft smile. Prefer to live alone? I'm used to that. I have been living alone for years now. You hear a longing in his voice. Anyway, I hope you love pizza. Pizza? I wanted to order some. What do you say? Fantastic. Great. Then I'm ordering it now. Jimin makes a call ordering the food. Pizza will be in half an hour. Want to drink something? He points at the bar full of different alcohol. Jimin walks to the bar and you follow him. I wanted to ask you about this since the first time I came here. Why didn't you? I somehow was too busy for that. Ask me now. Why do you have bar in the living room? Why not? Let's say collecting expensive drinks is my hobby. So you just look at them. Yes, but I open a bottle on a special occasion. Is today a special occasion? You can say so. Oh, really? I got a pretty neighbor. You chuckle, but at the same time, you feel your cheeks blush at the compliment. Which bottle would you love to open? You look through all the bottles and your eyes widen. I have zero knowledge about alcohol. Pick it on your own taste. Jimin turns to the shelves with bottles, studying them for a second before picking one. I think you did love this one. It's Italian wine with a fruity taste. He opens a bottle of wine and pours you a glass, then takes another bottle for himself. What are you drinking? It's brandy. I doubt you enjoy it. It's too strong. I still want to try. You can take a sip if you want. Jimin slowly brings a glass towards his mouth, his eyes never tearing away from yours. Delicious. Jimin's tongue traces his lower lip, collecting the expensive liquid. Your insides clench, imagining it's your lips his tongue touches. Do you want to take a sip? His voice is filled with desire as if he takes another sip of brandy. No, no thanks. You try to say it, maintaining your composure, but you end up stuttering. Though you want to take a sip from his glass, but you control yourself, you are torn between two things. On one side, you want to forget all the rules and just be with him, while on the other side, you are afraid that you will end up hurting yourself, losing everything. You hear the ring coming from the elevator. It's probably the pizza. Jimmy leaves to pick it up. Sometime later, your belly is full and you are a little tipsy. You lay on sofa facing Jimin. You feel comfortable to be around him like this. To simply rest on the sofa pretending the outside world doesn't exist. Alcohol makes you a little braver. Or maybe it's the whole situation. The man in front of you doesn't feel like the scariest. You're not even a stranger in the bar. He's just Jimin, a simple guy you want to know better, a guy that you are falling in love with more and more. There are so many questions you want to ask to Jimin. You decide to break the silence. How do you usually spend evenings? When you're not around, usually I'm working. No friends? I don't have time for that. That's quite sad. Thanks to you, my life became a much better. You notice a pain in his eyes, though he tries to change the topic. He's lonely and he hates it. You sit up and move closer to him, engulfing him in a warm hug. Surprisingly, he leans closer to you, trying to get more of your warmth. He encircles his arms around your waist and pulls you more close, inhaling your scent. With one hand, you slowly brush his ears, and the other hand caressing his back. You both keep quiet, just your heartbeats sinking together and singing a beautiful melody that you both are enjoying. After 10 minutes, you break the hug. Well, it's late. We should go to sleep. Jimmy nodded his head in agreement, but you notice a disappointment on his face as if he still don't want to leave the one. But he still gets up. Good night, Vine, and thank you. Huh? For what? Your hug was really helpful. It felt so nice and calming. It gave me a feeling of home. I have never felt this way. You see his eyes speaking his genuine feelings. This time he isn't flirting or teasing you. He is speaking from his heart, and you are happy that you are able to make him feel like that. Well, if you want, I can give this hug every day. You don't know from where you gathered so much courage to tease him like that. And to your surprise, he turned his head the other side, scratching his neck and a crimson color forming on his cheeks, indicating that he is blushing. You chuckle. Good night, Jimin. You are still thinking of your time with Jimin when Lily nears you, radiating happiness. Aha, is something special today? Why do you look so happy? You teased her. Drew offered to make it official. Are you getting married? No, silly, we are officiating. Congrats. Veronica near you and your smile disappears, quickly changing into work mode. I've got a project for you. You will have to work together. Sounds fun, Lily replied to Veronica. It's not going to be fun. It's a complicated project that has to be done by next Friday. Understood? What project you asked? All the information is in this folder. If you have any question, you know where to find me. Veronica strides away and Lily turns to you. Finally, we will work together. I'm sure we will be better partner than any other. We will make the best team. Let's see what's in the folder. You and Lily study the folder when you get a text. You see it's Jimin. I got an emergency business. I have to leave the city for a week. Is everything alright? Yes, just something I need to take care of. Got the keys, right? Yeah, don't worry about me. If you need anything, call me or text me. Okay, have a safe journey. You take your phone away and turn to Lily. I am so tired, Lily said with a heavy sigh. Just a little left to go. You replied while your eyes still fixed on the computer. That a little will take at least an hour. It's already 9:30 p.m. Everybody is already home. You chuckle listening to her. You know what? I can finish it on my own. Are you serious right now? Sure, go rest. You are the best. Go before I change my mind. Lily picks up her stuffs and storms out of the office like lightning. You spend the next hour finishing the project. When you are finally done, you pass Jimin's office and you hear some voices. You tiptoe to his door and lean in to listen. If the media finds us out, this company will be destroyed. You instantly recognize the voice. It's Jimin. When did he come back? But he sounds frustrated. Didn't his business go well? What's going on here? I know it's my fault, but there is nothing I can do to change it now. Again, his voice comes. He's definitely upset with something. Let's not involve wine in it. Me? What's going on? You are so shocked that you don't notice as your purse falls and with a loud thud and all your stuff falls out. Suddenly you hear quietness on the other side. Did he hear me? He can't know I was eavesdropping. But it's too late. In a slow motion you see the doorknob turn and your heart stops beating as you wait for Jimin to show up. When you finally see the familiar figure, your heart speeds up. He is looking more handsome than I remember. Wine?